No, benzene is a carcinogen that's been shown to cause cancer in humans and in animals, particularly leukemia. The major source of benzene is from automobile exhaust and air pollution, but also from cigarette smoke, even secondhand. The major source of benzene for non-smokers is from air pollution, whereas smokers are mostly exposed to benzene from cigarette smoke. In fact, in the US, cigarette smokers are exposed to around 10 times more benzene than non-smokers, or around 2 milligrams a day compared to only 200 micrograms a day in non-smokers. This starts to make a pretty interesting case for smokers, right? So here's what we've got so far. Smokers that eat a lot of cruciferous vegetables have a decreased risk of lung cancer. Smoking loads us up with a carcinogen called benzene and
protects from cancer. Owing to its rich antioxidant content and bioactive compounds, Moringa works by neutralizing harmful free radicals, thereby reducing oxidative stress and DNA damage that can lead to cancer. Moringa exhibits anti-proliferative effects, inhibiting the growth and spread of cancer cells, and induces apoptosis, a process that causes the death of cancer cells. Research, mainly in laboratory settings, has shown its effectiveness against various cancer types, including ovarian, liver, and pancreatic cancers. 12. Supports brain health. Thanks to its rich antioxidant content, Moringa can help in the protection of brain tissue from damage and degeneration. The presence of omega-3 fatty acids in moringa seeds further enhances brain cell rejuvenation and function. Moringa protects and repairs the liver. Studies have demonstrated that moringa can protect the liver against certain toxins, including heavy metals and drugs that can cause liver damage. It acts as a natural detoxifier, helping to cleanse the liver of impurities. Additionally, moringa has been shown to normalize levels of liver enzymes, such as ALT and AST in cases of liver damage. This normalization indicates a restoration of liver function and reduced liver injury.
I do think with respect to plants, there's so much evidence, like, for example, sulforaphane is one that I really like because there's just evidence that sulforaphane is a very powerful activator of the NRF2 pathway. And this is a pathway that regulates a lot of genes, and a lot of genes that are related to like glutathione production, genes that are involved in detoxifying compounds that aren't familiar. People have a variety of versions of genes, and we have a gene that's able to make heterocyclic amines to basically detoxify it so it's not as harmful. And people that don't have a certain version of that's doing it well are very prone to like colon cancer and increased cancer risk. But if they eat a lot of broccoli and cruciferous vegetables, it negates that risk because they're getting sulforaphane, which activates a lot of the glutathione transferase and synthase genes. So glutathione is a major antioxidant in our brain and in our vascular system in our body, basically. So there's evidence that eating things like compounds that are like sulforaphane or broccoli sprouts, which have like up to 100 times more sulforaphane than broccoli, are activating glutathione in the brain. There's human evidence of that. I mean, that's amazing.
That is amazing.
Moringa is similar and likely more active than the sulforaphane found in broccoli. Let me say that again because it's huge. Moringa is more active than the sulforaphane found in broccoli. Just like the isothiocyanate in broccoli, the entire reaction is dependent on one enzyme called myrosinase. Both myrosinase and glucomoringin are stored in the moringa plant, but they're stored in separate compartments. The enzymatic reaction occurs when these little compartments or cell walls are broken down, allowing the two compounds to mix and react with each other.
Thank goodness there's natural things that we can take to dismantle and detoxify those poisonous chemicals. And the vegetables cruciferous, especially some of the sprouts, can induce these enzymes. So then we can take a poisonous fat-soluble chemical and convert it into a harmless water-soluble particle. And so your liver can detoxify it. And what's really cool about this whole thing is that this chemical in this plant causes apoptosis selectively. Now, what is apoptosis? It's a condition where the cancer cells commit suicide.